These are the directions for completing our final activity for Education 270. And the first thing you're going to do is go to the web address create.kahoot.it. Once you're at that website, you'll see a sign-in page. Now, I'm on my daughter's sign-in, so I can show you what it looks like from a different account than my own. She's a gymnast, so that's what her login is. And her password is in. So you'll put your login that you signed up for a little bit ago, and you'll just plug that in and sign in. Once you're in, you're going to go up where it says My Kahoots, and then you'll go to the Shared With Me tab. You can see I've shared 2 with her. I have one for our Education 11 class, and here's Education 270. Now, you'll only have one unless you've played Kahoot with something else. But what you're going to do is you're going to click right here on our final exam quiz. And then this is really important. Don't hit play. You want to hit preview. And this is how you can play it right from your computer, and you don't have to have a second device. It's a lot more simple. So when you get into the final exam quiz, go to preview. And you'll see this screen that has the cell phone on the right and the exam on the left. Now, you'll need to choose the player versus player side, and you can see that's classic. So I'm going to click on that, and it'll say ready to join, and you can click on ready to join, and then it will give you a game pin. Now, the game pin, and I'm going to turn our volume down just a little bit. Our game pin will be different every time. So this is the game pin right now. Your game pin will be different. Whatever your game pin is, you're going to go over here, and you're going to type it in. And hit enter. And then you're going to put in your nickname. I just like you to put in your first name. So I'm going to use my daughter's name. And let's do first initial of your last name. That just makes it simple when I see the results. And click go. And you'll see yourself on there. Now, if we were playing this in a group, everyone's names would be up there, which is really neat. But we're not going to be able to do it like that. So we're going to play it just like this and hit start. And then you'll notice that our questions are coming. So there's 42 questions. The question will be right here. So the first question is label the book genre for The Scarecrow's Hat. And you're going to decide if it's fiction that's realistic, informational, fiction, fantasy, or poetry. When you think you know your answer, you just click on the shape that will show your answer. Now, I'm just going to skip this for now. You can see that it is timed, but you have plenty of time to answer these. Well, I'll do one just to show it. Okay, so it's not poetry. Now, you're going to go through and hit next every time. But what we're going to do is end the quiz, because you'll just go through and do all the questions. When you're finished, you'll hit end quiz, and it'll show you how many points you had, how many correct, and how many incorrect. This is really important because I need to see your results. Now, don't be too concerned. I'm not giving you, if you have 20 incorrect, I'm not going to give you, this horrible grade. I really want to see the categories you had wrong to create your score. This is a lot of feedback for me and review for you. So don't get too worried about your score. But what you'll do at the end of the game is you'll see feedback and results. And you'll click on that. And of course, we didn't do any real questions, so there's no responses. You go to final results once you see yours. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click save results for your name. Okay, and if you use Drive, you can save it to Drive. Otherwise, just download it to your own computer. And then when it pops up, I have to go in here and do this a certain way. Okay, when it pops up, it'll give me a report of what you had correct and what you didn't have correct, and it'll also tell me what you answered. So it gives me a lot of feedback about what your thinking was, and it helps me understand what you're getting from the course and what we need to review better. What you'll do then is you'll put your name, so her name is Amelia M, and she'll just put Kahoot Education 270, and we'll save it wherever you want to save it. I'll just save to my desktop right now. and then you will just Dropbox this on in EHAC. So I'll show you how to do that in just a second here. So we're just going to go into EHAC. Sorry, I do have to get logged in here. And if you go to Final Exam Activity folder, and it says Weekly Dropbox, and it says End of Semester Final Activity Dropbox, you will just drop it. Just take your file, so mine's over here. Add an attachment. I'm going to upload that from my desktop. Sorry, my files are a big mess. And there it is. I'm going to choose it, and then you're going to send it. Okay, so then I will see your results, and I can give you a score. But more important than the score, I'm going to look at your correct answers and incorrect answers and just see what you're missing from the course. That's it. That's how you play. Have a good time. And if you have any questions, let me know.